Hi, and welcome to the podcast channel on podcastmybusiness.com.au and for video on contentmadeeasy.com.au. And today we're joined by Jay Maguire, and he's a special guest. He's a follow-on from a recent interview with Anand from Hnry, hnry.com.au. And that was around superannuation and how difficult it is for sole traders to start organising a superannuation. How are you, Jay?
Thanks, Tony. It's good to meet you. Yeah, it's actually pretty hard. I think it's something that we're not really focusing on
Mm,
because we're always trying to focus on the next client
mm,
and get that cash flow coming in.
mm.
Um, yeah, so it's pretty difficult to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, and look, it is, and you've been going for a little while, and but the good thing about you though is I do stuff with startups and what have you through ACU's collab space, and look, you've done a lot of the right things. You haven't spent lots of money on things that you don't need. Like, it'd be nice for you to have a website,
Yeah,
but
I'm working on it.
yeah, okay, well, there you go. So it's not the most important thing, and that costs money.
Yeah,
Yeah. Business cards, you don't necessarily need business cards. Um, you need something, I guess, but you don't need to spend all this money, thousands and thousands of dollars, if you don't have the money coming in.
that's it. That's correct. So you just got to make with what you've got at the time and just keep moving
Mm.
forward.
Yeah. So, how do you go about? So, what motivated you to start up your own business?
Um, Crappy bosses. I think that's like a lot of people why they go out and work for themselves. They're just not built for that 9 to 5,
Mm.
and they've just got something in them that they need to go out and make happen.
Mm. Okay. So, what are you finding? I guess thus far, what's the biggest challenge so far?
Probably getting the client, yeah, getting the work, going out there, finding the right client, and
Mm.
um, yeah, that's probably it.
Mm. Okay. So, how are you going about finding business at the moment?
Yeah, it's good. I've got a couple of clients at the moment in the real estate industry that you've got to build a really good rapport with. And at the moment, that's where things are leading, which is really good.
Mm. Yeah, and there are all sorts of things, and we won't going to talk about what I was talking about because I think that's a little bit innovative.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so what are some of the benefits? What are you finding most enjoyable about having your own business?
Probably just having your complete control of your time. Um,
Mm,
Even though you're working pretty much 24/7, it's
mm,
your choice to work 24/7.
mm,
Um, and yeah, you just got more flexibility with your day to
mhm,
day,
mhm.
and you just get to do what you want, really.
Yeah, well, that's true. So, what are some tips and tricks to for challenges to avoid someone looking at starting up their own business?
Use with what you've got. You don't need to go out to say, for example, if you want to be a photographer or a videographer, you don't need all the most expensive, crazy equipment.
Mm,
You just need to learn how to build relationships with people and um, work with what you got. Yeah.
mm. Okay, so it doesn't mean you can run that sort of business with an iPhone, does it?
These days, you probably could, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, there are agencies out there at the moment that are solely just shooting content on their phone.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely changing.
Hmm. All right. So let's look at that. So with a less of a barrier to entry, what makes you different?
I don't give up. People like me, I guess. I'm actually
Mm.
also a very good photographer. I've
Right.
been told.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's the quality of the work that stands out, and I'm very approachable, and um, I go beyond to make the client happy.
Hmm. Now talking about going beyond, we were talking about superannuation, how difficult it is as a sole trader to contribute towards superannuation. So that I guess that's on the horizon for you.
Yeah.
And what would be the benefit of having a tool such as Hnry has to make it easier for you to make superannuation contributions?
I think it's a great service or product that they should bring out because it's out of mind, and once you get that invoice paid, it's automatically going into your super,
Mm.
and I think that's going to be the game changer with sole traders.
Mm. Okay, so what would be your other priorities about your business apart from potentially adding into your superannuation?
At the moment, it's probably just getting a couple more clients.
Hmm.
Um, Also, building my own personal brand, which I've neglected because I'm not really focused on that at the moment.
Mm.
So I think building my next big move is probably building my own personal brand, which is vital these days.
Mm. Absolutely, and social media and all of that is critical, especially in your visual space.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
But it's taxing because you've got to. It's your website, it's your social media, it's just everything. So sometimes it can get overwhelming, and you're not really doing what you should for the client. Rather,
Mm. Yeah, I get that. No, I do digital marketing for clients, and I'm getting better at doing it for myself and my business as well.
yeah,
But yeah, plumbers have the worst plumbing.
yeah. It's like mechanics, right? They never fix their own cars.
Yeah, too busy doing other things for clients and whatever and what have
Yeah,
you, then you get a bit drained at the end of the day to do things for yourself.
absolutely.
Cool. Okay. So, um, what is it that you plan to do in the future? You're going to have a large production company. You're going to
Yeah.
do a lot more in the city, or what are the plans?
Yeah, so ideally, I'd like to move back to the city
Mm.
and start a proper creative agency,
Mm.
and I think I could do that.
Mm. Okay. So, how do you plan on trying to do that?
um, Probably build a website, finish the website, and yeah, start running ads. I
Mm.
haven't once run my own personal ad, so I think that's the next steps. Build my own campaign and then
Mm.
launch that and see how we go.
Mm. Well, that's a good idea, and you're doing what I always suggest to everybody in small business. When you start off, don't spend all that money unless the money's
Yeah,
coming in. So when you've got more coming in than going out, guess what? You can then spend some of it, but don't draw on your own money
yeah,
when you're starting off the business to do lots of stuff to get the business going because it may not work.
absolutely.
Mm. Cool. All right. Okay. Anything else you would like to add?
Um, yeah, I just think super is very important,
Mm.
and people need to take it seriously because like it's just something that's vital for your future.
Mm.
And if there's
Mm.
a service out there, that's definitely going to help.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly right. So, the government has removed the clearinghouse that small businesses and sole traders and everybody could use
Yeah,
with them that was provided for free. They're going, well, we shouldn't be doing this. It should be private industry doing it.
mm,
And you got it from the government, and guess what happens now? Oh, you got to pay for it.
yeah, exactly.
So, look, having a company that provides, a service whereby you can have it all done in one go as part of everything else you do with them for your BAS and GST and paying invoices and whatever. It's pretty clever. Hmm. Cool. All right. No worries, Jay. Thanks very much for your time. Thank you.